a brand new episode of Dr. Phoenix's Fit 411, one of the new episodes of the new year. So I'm really amped about this because we are talking fitness resolutions today, all right? So December has passed, and I know for a lot of you guys that means fitness resolutions, New Year's resolutions. You decided that this is going to be the year that you lose 15 pounds by spring break, that you start exercising daily, that you just start eating healthy in general. You've decided that this new year is about new positive changes in your life. That's awesome. I think that's wonderful. I'm all for it. That being said, what ends up happening is people start off January, the new year, they started off amped up, they started off motivated, they get up, they exercise, or they exercise later on in the day, they're picking healthier foods, but then come February, people have fallen off. They've lost that motivation, they start picking less than healthy foods, they just decide, I don't have time for this, or I'm just not that motivated anymore, okay? I don't want you to fall into this trap. So this video is all about sharing my 4 tips, 4 very helpful tips to help you stick to your New Year's fitness resolutions. Now, all that being said, before we actually get into the 4 tips, I want to impart this bit of wisdom to you that although, yes, January is a wonderful time to make fitness resolutions, it's the time that everyone does it, it shouldn't only be about making fitness resolutions in January. So let's fast forward into the future. Let's say you're watching this video and it's April 15th, 2015. If you see this video April 15th, and you're not happy with where you are body-wise, or you just want to do better by yourself and by your health, then come April 16th is the time to start making those positive changes. You don't want to wait until the end of the year or till January of the following year to start doing these things, because here's the thing, you've wasted a ton of time, and the person who starts the earliest is the person who's going to get to the finish line faster. So let's say you want to lose 15 pounds, okay? Well, obviously it's going to be better for you to start now exercising and eating right than waiting until months down the road, because you're going to be way ahead of the game when it comes spring break, let's say. So that's all to say that don't wait until January to make fitness resolutions. Start doing them right now. But since we're in January and everybody's on the fitness resolution kick, let's just jump right into these 4 tips. So tip number one, start exercising first thing in the morning. All right. Study after study show that morning exercisers are consistent exercisers. And morning exercisers are going to be the people that not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off. So if you want to fall into that category of people who lose the weight and keep the weight off, exercise first thing in the morning. Now, from a physiological standpoint, exercising first thing in the morning is good for you in the sense that it's going to actually stimulate you. It's going to be invigorating. Now, if you're not a morning exerciser, this may sound a bit weird and totally counter to what you naturally think, because for a lot of people, they think exercising first thing in the morning is going to leave them tired, fatigued, for the rest of the day. And that is totally not the case. I'm a morning exerciser. And for those of you who exercise first thing in the morning, you know, hands down, that exercising first thing in the morning is one of the most invigorating things you can do for your body. It literally is like your metaphorical cup of coffee. Okay? When you exercise first thing in the morning, you're going to stimulate the release of mood enhancing hormones that are called endorphins. Okay, these are mood stimulating, mood enhancing, and actually antidepressant hormones. So when you exercise first thing in the morning, it's like giving your body a jolt of espresso or coffee. It literally becomes just like that, and you feel good. That's why you hear about things like the runner's high, which is very real. Okay, people who run and they feel like they could run for miles and miles and miles because they get this high from it, this high from the exercise. And that is not exclusive to just runners. That's just exercise in general. So when you start exercising first thing in the morning, you're going to give your body that benefit of boosting these mood stimulating hormones called endorphins. Then also another benefit of exercising first thing in the morning is that from a psychological standpoint, you're going to feel great because you're going to be like, I did it. Okay, I got up, I did my workout, I got it done for the rest of the day. Now I can just focus on my job, on whatever I need to focus on. And then afterward, I can come home and just decompress and chill out. Because you know what happens with a lot of people is they don't exercise in the morning. They go to work. They tell themselves, when I get off my 10-hour shift, I'm going to come home, decompress a little bit, and then I'm going to go to the gym. And that maybe works for about a week. Eventually, your body starts to catch up with you. You are tired after a 10-hour shift. And after a while, you just stop exercising. And then the next thing you know, it's been months and months and months. You've made absolutely no progress. And you're like, damn, now I got to wait until December again to make another fitness resolution. Don't do that. Don't get into that cycle, that dysfunctional cycle of exercising later on in the day or saying that you're going to exercise later on in the day and then it never happens. Just get up first thing in the morning, get it done, get it out of the way, feel good physically, and then also feel good mentally because you have stuck to your fitness resolution. Okay. Tip number 2 for making your fitness resolution stick. Don't treat this as an all or nothing type deal, okay? We're not perfect. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fall off the wagon from time to time. We're going to cheat. We're going to do things that are not perfect within the fitness or health arena. And that's perfectly fine. Nobody's perfect, okay? So scratch perfection off of your list. Because what ends up happening is when you do slip up, you end up beating yourself up, just feeling terrible about things, and then you're most likely to quit. So don't do that to yourself because at the end of the day, it just isn't that deep, folks. Okay? Even if you've had a terrible day, maybe a terrible week, and then one day you just literally decide that, you know what, I'm just going to binge eat soft-baked chocolate chip cookies all day because I'm just sick of life. Okay? And you do that. And then you feel terrible and you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Okay, I might as well just give up and come December 31st, I'll start all up again. No, that's not the way you want to go about this. If you end up binge eating those cookies, then the very next day say bad, 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 and get back on it again. Okay, that's how you want to approach this. Just be human. Recognize that you're human, not even be human because you're going to be human by default, but recognize that you are human, that you're going to make mistakes, but then these are opportunities to better yourself. Okay, maybe recognize those triggers that led you to eat those chocolate chip cookies. So next time around, you will see the bag of chocolate chip cookies and you'll say no because you recognize mentally, okay, I was in this kind of space when I had them the first time and now I can avoid those emotional triggers or psychological triggers and I don't go after the cookies and I make a better choice, like maybe going for a walk. Maybe I'm stressed out and I realize now that I don't need to turn to food, but I can turn to exercise and I can feel even better after I work out. All right. Fitness resolution tip number 3, buddy up. Get yourself a workout buddy. Now, this is going to be especially the case for extroverted people. And most likely, if you are watching this video, you are an extrovert because extroverts outnumber in the population. So just a quick and dirty on the difference between extroverts and introverts. Now, extroverts tend to be people who derive energy and are stimulated by being around other people. So these are the social butterflies. These are the people who you see at the gym and they know everybody's name and they're chatting up everyone and they're in every single class, be it Zumba, body, pump, whatever. They're in every single class because they just got to be on the scene. These are the extroverts. They love being in the midst of social interaction. Now, introverts are actually quite the opposite. Now, introverts like people. It's not to say introverts don't like people, but introverts tend to get drained by social interaction. So an introvert will go out into the world, they'll interact with people, they'll have a good time, but after a while, it's like a battery. They literally feel like they're drained and they have to remove themselves and go back to their man cave or their woman cave to recharge, and then they can go back out into the world. That's just the quick and dirty on introverts versus extroverts. And this is all to say that extroverts do very, very well with workout buddies. So if you're an extrovert, you know that you're an extrovert, or maybe now you realize that you're an extrovert by listening to the characteristics, get yourself a workout buddy, because your natural inclination is going to want to go out and have social interaction. So find yourself someone who's going to say, hey girl, we got 5 miles to run today, or we got Zumba later, or we got spinning. Somebody who's going to hold you accountable and literally be that voice of motivation, be your fitness coach, because you're going to get that text or get that call and your natural temperament is going to be like, yeah, let's go do this, because you know that part of exercising is going to involve social interaction. Now, that's not to say that this doesn't work for introverts too, but introverts tend to be a little bit more self-motivated. They can go to the gym by themselves. They can go run by themselves. They really don't need somebody there. They may enjoy the company, but they don't need that person there to motivate them, or they have other ways that they're motivated besides social interaction. So either way, introvert or extrovert, if a workout buddy works for you, get it, try it, do it. Let's move on to the next fitness resolution tip. So the very last fitness resolution tip is to pick things that you love to do. Now, I should have probably started off with this one because it's so important. Folks don't realize how important it is until I bring this to their attention. And this is especially the case for women, okay? For women, when you go to the gym, go to any gym, and the default machines for women are the treadmill and the elliptical. Women go to the gym and that's the thing that they jump on because they figure, hey, if I just stay on this contraption and move my legs enough, I'll lose the weight. And yes, you will lose the weight, but you might bore yourself to death in the process. Now, speaking from personal experience, I'm not a big fan of the elliptical. I will get on the treadmill though. However, the treadmill can be insanely boring for me and for a lot of other people if we don't have some type of external stimulation, whether it's an iPod, the TV, people watching something. Like, I can't just get on a treadmill and just move my feet like a hamster and go round and round and round and not literally want to kill myself after 5 minutes. That's just me, and a lot of people feel the same way. But still yet, they go to the gym and they get on these machines and they drudge away on workouts that they absolutely hate. And then after a while, they're like, to hell with it. I'd rather, take a bullet to the head than have to get on this treadmill for 2 more minutes. And before you know it, they've abandoned exercise. They've fallen off the fitness bandwagon. They have given up on their fitness resolution. So if that sounds like you, if this is ringing true, what I'm telling you right now is very, very important. Find something that you love. And everybody loves something. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I know there's people out there that say that they hate exercise. BS. You don't hate exercise. It's just that you haven't found that thing that you love so much that it doesn't feel like exercise anymore. I call it finding your fitness mojo. That's what I like to call it, where you literally find something and you enjoy it so much that it does not feel like exercise. It's almost like the thing that you gotta do. For some people, that's spinning. They love spinning. They will go to every single spinning class under the sun in any vicinity. For some people, it's CrossFit. They're CrossFit addicts. You know who you are. You're on Instagram putting up every single deadlift workout that you could possibly put up. Whatever it is, find your fitness mojo. You have it, you just haven't found it. And one of the best and easiest ways to find it is to go into any gym, any training facility. So if you have a gym membership, and take about 2 weeks to try everything that they have to offer. A lot of you guys spend, you know, 10, 20, 30, upwards of $50, $60 on a gym membership, and you never use all the equipment in there. You just go in the gym and you just hop on the treadmill and do it hamster style for about 2 hours and then go home. You never try out the workout bands. You never try out the pull-up bars. You never try out all of the things that your fitness facility or your gym may have to offer. And hey, you're paying for it, so why not try it out? So I say take 2 weeks, try every piece of equipment, try every single class in that gym, and then see what it is that turns you on. What is it that you actually look forward to? You may give yourself 2 weeks and then, you know, on the second day you're going to Zumba, and then you realize on the third day that you'd rather go to Zumba than try anything else because you love Zumba so much. Well, still try everything else. After the 2 weeks, go to Zumba, because that obviously is your fitness mojo. That's what turns you on. So that's what you should be doing. So at the end of the day, folks, these are going to be 4 tips that I think you all should follow if you want to stay on your fitness resolution band, you know, fitness resolution kick. You want to exercise first thing in the morning. You want to get yourself a exercise buddy or workout buddy. You definitely do not want to treat this as an all or nothing thing, because it isn't. You're human, you're going to make mistakes, but you're also going to excel and you're going to improve. Okay? It's part of the package deal of being human. You're going to be flawed, but then you can also excel. And then finally, you want to find your fitness mojo. Find the things that you love. Do the things that you love. Don't bother with the things that you hate, because you're not going to stick with those things, those type of workouts in the long term. So that's all I've got for you guys. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video. I hope it was very educational to you. If it was, be sure to like it up, click that little like button below. Also be sure to check out the description box below this video, where you'll find a link to my drphoenix.com/shop, my online shop, where you can learn all about my books and other healthy goodies. And until next time, that being said, I want you guys to exercise daily, eat healthy, stay awesome. I'm Dr. Phoenix, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.